Hello everyone, I just wanted to make a video here of a feature that I've been having some issues with in Unity, a scrollable view. So at this point, I've been able to make a successful scroll view where it does scroll, but then when I try to enter certain things or change certain things, it's been giving me some problems. So to begin with, what I have here is when I hit play, when I hit tab to enter and exit just a player creation screen, it'll take my little character and put it into the menu, and then add this scroll area on the right side here. So there's supposed to be some objects filling this up here at this point, but it doesn't seem to be adding them as I need them. So I'm going to go into some of the scripting here and see what's going on. Some of the prefabs as well. So I've built this out of prefabs. So the character creation screen, it has a prefab inside of it. The prefab it has is scroll view. Scroll view is simply a scroll view item. So over here you'll see I have a scroll rect. I have the content item here dragged over into the content of the scroll rect, and the content item is a child of image. Image has a mask, so that way my scroll content won't be visible outside of the image boundaries with the mask on the image. So I've got the content here. It's simply a empty game object until I threw a vertical layout group, setting it to upper center. So that should take any of the objects that are child objects of it and put it all the way at the top, and then incrementally align them down down the list with a spacing of 10. I'm going to change that to 10. I don't know why it wasn't. And then a content size fitter. So the content size fitter is going to take the vertical fit of my content that I add to the content box, and it's going to enlarge or shrink the content game object depending on the size of the child objects of the content box. So now we have the scroll view, which should work at this point just by itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to, and so I'm going to save this. Okay, so I'm going to go back out of the scroll view, and I'm going to go back to my character creation canvas, and I want to look at this scroll view again. So it did take up my space. Yeah, so it did take the prefabs spacing of 10. So when I changed it, that should be good. It took the update. Now, what I want to do with this is to just manually put this scroll view into my game here. And then I set the canvas. Oh no, excuse me. I need a canvas here. There we go. And then I set the scroll view, set the canvas to camera overlay. Wait, did I just uncheck that pixel? Delete UI canvas. No, I didn't. Okay, so overlay needs to be screen space camera. All right, and then I'm gonna drag this main camera over here. Bam. So now you can see it pulled that canvas down over my camera object. So this is my camera, and this is my canvas. So you can see it's the same dimensions. So now what I want to do is I want to add my scroll view into this canvas. Okay, now it's visible within the game itself. Okay, so now when I add this to the game and I add scroll items to the content, it seems to know what it's supposed to do. However, it's showing it behind the canvas. Why is it showing it behind the behind? So this scroll view, no scroll item, should be this. And it is this. Until we go back to the scene. Let's go back to scene. No, it is scene. But it's nowhere else. Why is it not in front of the? See, this is the kind of things I don't understand. Why currently is this not showing? Yeah, see, there's the prefab. It looks right. But out here, it's not showing anything. Yeah, and it doesn't show in game mode. Oh, see, these are the kind of things that it's a little aggravating. I don't know exactly why it's not working. Let's take and delete this. See, even that doesn't work. Okay, so we're just going to delete this. We're going to create one from scratch, which is what I did to get it the first time. So we're going to create an empty. Okay, we're going to create an empty. That's what we did. We create an empty and call it scroll view. Let's make it the size that we want. We're going to put it over here. And this is scroll view. Okay, so it's going to be over here. And I believe this has to be wider than the content object, which is fine. Okay, so game object, rename, scroll, if I can learn to spell or type, whichever one, scroll view. All right, and then we're going to add an image. Okay, we're going to drag it over here. And this will be our mask object. So the scroll items, the scroll trays, the scroll objects, the content doesn't go past this. It'll look like it disappears up the top and down the bottom. So I'm going to set this to a transparency . Okay, and then the scroll view, I actually want to put an image on it. To begin with, I'm going to put this one. I don't know why, but it is what it is. We're going to add image. I'm going to drag this little guy out to here. Now, that's not really my image. I'll replace it later, but I mean, honestly, it should do this. That should be fine. I'm going to do it. Okay, so that's my image, and I want to use it. So this image is just for a mask, and we're going to hierarchy put it under as a child of scroll view. And then we're going to make a content object, an image. We're going to put it here. I'm going to name this scroll mask, the image, and the first image. And then I'm going to put this underneath the scroll mask. Okay? So this is going to be content. Okay? And I'm actually going to make this larger. Okay, so content can be larger than the scroll view. It can be larger than the mask. Other than, I want it to be slimmer, so not wider, but taller. Height can be taller. And we're going to position it in a 0. And then we're going to also position this one in 0. Okay, so the mask is at position 0. Let's do Y0 as well. And then this one can be offset. Let's do Y. No, undo that. Okay, so that's fine right there. We'll leave the content as -80. I like roundabouts. Let's go rounded. Okay, there we go. So there we go, and I'm going to do this one a transparency too. All right, so now we have a transparent mask. We have transparent content on top of a visible scroll view background. All right, and now we add content objects such as my prefab scroll item. And it is now visible, as you can see, in the game object, where before it just wasn't. In my prefab, it didn't work this way. Okay, so I've got one scroll item here, and I'll show you now how to get it to the top, and sequentially the other items that are added will fall into place as well. So the scroll view needs a scroll view component. Scroll rect component. And then it needs to know what the content object is. So we're going to drag and drop that content rect into the content game object, the public game object of scroll rect item. And then we're going to deselect horizontal scrolling. We don't need it to scroll horizontally. We need it to scroll only vertically. And then everything else can remain empty. And then we want to go to content object. And we're going to add a content fitter, content size fitter. And we're going to leave horizontal fit unconstrained. And we're going to do vertical preferred size. Okay, so it's going to take that content, and I believe it, yeah, that anchors it to its parent, the scroll mask. So you'll see that it should be, yeah, same size now as the scroll mask. Okay, so then on the content fitter, that's it. That's all we need to set. So we're going to add also a vertical group layout group. So that way anything within inside of it, oh, that's a, why is that a, whoa, why is that object so weird? Oh, undo. Why is that? That's content. Scroll item. Scroll item needs to be, wow, why is that so weird? All right, so I'm going to anchor this, stretch it to, no, undo. There we go. That stretches the object to the parent. Okay, now I just kind of, I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't need to. Left 0. Oh, undo. Okay, I'm just going to undo all that. Position 0, position 0, position. Oh, here we go. That's why. So right here, and then Alt, stretch. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Undo. All right, we're just going to manually stretch it out. Don't know why, don't care. Okay, so it's anchored to the top left. Let's anchor it center. Okay, it wants to be top left, and that's probably because I set the content to this vertical layout and content fitter. Okay, so moving on, we're going to put more scroll items inside of this container now. Whoa. All right, we're going to redo this. Okay, so scroll item in content. Oh, what did I do now? Okay, let's just do that. We'll change the scroll item to be a little smaller. Oh, okay, it's off center. I don't care. Right now, I'm just going to keep putting it in to show you. I thought you had, okay, hold on. Yeah, spacing was off. I want it to be a 10. There we go. Now you'll see there's 10 pixel spacing. Okay, better. Thank you. Scroll item. I'll fix this later. I'm just trying to show you guys that it works when I add the item as a static object inside the game. Whoa, that is weird. Don't do that, weirdo. All right, so we're going to keep adding scroll items. Now you'll see here in the scene renderer, it's going to just keep showing them and showing them and showing them, right? But the game renderer should hide. I say should, but it didn't. Is this masked? Oh, I didn't add the mask to the mask. Okay, so I need to add a mask. Bam, there we go. Is that's why? Oh, that's totally why. That's totally why that happened. Yeah, okay. So let's take off scroll mask. Put scroll mask on content, maybe? Not scroll mask. It's scroll mask. I don't know why it's hiding them all. It wasn't hiding them all the first time. I've done this and it worked, darn it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, well, we saw that it works. The scrolling mechanism, it works. I can scroll my tool tray here. So this is where I was getting frustrated. I can get certain things to function and then say that I take this and I get it working in my prefab. So we're going to delete this. Let's go back to the prefab. Let's go scroll view. Like the scene renderer. Okay, so scene renderer, our scroll view. This image has a mask. Let's uncheck the mask. And tab. Oh my, see how that works? It was the stupid mask. So that's what we've got to do. We've got to get that mask to work like it was doing before. So what the mask is supposed to do, when this comes to like right here, it's supposed to start making the items not visible. So you can see how it's scrolling up through the top of the screen and through the bottom of the screen. It's supposed to disappear in the content box, not everywhere else. So that's my problem, and I'm still working on getting that rectified. So I will make another video at some point to try and see what I come up with to fix this. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye.